Search engine marketing has become a cornerstone for businesses that aim to reach customers when it matters most.
3 listings right now on a Google business profile that shows up in the map listings.
Listeners, staying competitive means keeping up with the trends. So really explore the strategies that make your business stand out, whether it's SEM, SEO, or social media branding.
Google search is at that I need this now or I need this soon. It's the bottom of the funnel.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast, where we bring you actionable insights and success stories to empower small businesses across Canada. I'm your host, Maheen, and today we're exploring the world of digital marketing, what works, what doesn't, and how to stand out in a competitive online space. Today's guest is Alyn Glazerman, the founder and CEO of Growth Engine Media, a Toronto-based digital marketing agency, and with over a decade of experience in SEO, SEM, social media management, and website development, Alyn has worked with clients across industries to boost their online presence and drive results. A Google Premier partner, Alyn's agency has been instrumental in high-profile projects, including rebranding auto repair shops and supporting major legal campaigns through innovative marketing strategies. So, join us as Alyn's journey, expertise, and track record of success that will inspire you to the digital marketing domain. Without a further ado, let's welcome our guest, Alyn. Alyn, welcome to the show. We're very pleased to have you with us. How are you today?
I'm well. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here.
We are very excited to delve into some of the very exciting topics that are crucial in the small business industry. Now, to begin our conversation, let's touch base on understanding the SEM, because search engine marketing has become a cornerstone for businesses that aim to reach customers when it matters most, which is the right at the moment of the search intent. Alyn, can you explain how SEM works in more detail and depth, and why is it so effective for the small and medium-sized businesses?
Yeah, great question. And it is really important because if we go backwards before we go forwards here, previously, a small or medium-sized enterprise could easily just put an ad in something like a yellow book. But in today's competitive landscape, unfortunately, that's not the way to attract people that are looking. So with
Right.
search engines, you really want to get to the right place at the right time with the right message. And when you put those things together, you have an opportunity to win a client that's looking for the product or service that you offer. So the way to do it is really twofold. SEM generally refers to the paid side, previously known as Google AdWords, today just known as Google Ads. And there are other search engines like Bing that are also effective. And what you can do is pay for these ad placements so that you arrive on the top or in the middle of a search engine results page. The other side of it is what's called search engine optimization. And that's by having the right formula, and we can discuss and delve into that a little bit later. But SEM really is the paid advertising. It used to say sponsored. They used to be grayed out areas. Today, it's really difficult to tell the difference between what's a paid ad and what's an organic placement. And as such, these paid areas are more important than ever.
That's a great explanation, Alyn. I mean, it's fascinating how SEM offers precise targeting. It ensures businesses reach their audience at just the right time. But if you were to, kind of build onto this question a bit more, what are the most significant advantages of paid search ads over organic strategies like SEO?
Yeah, I like that question because it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. With search engine advertising, also known as SEM, you can have an ad almost instantly. As soon as a campaign goes live and is approved, your ads are going to appear on the top of a search engine for specific keywords that would attract a potential customer. So if you had something specific to your industry that you know people would look for, we can dial it back to something as simple as pizza or as complicated as a legal service. All of those type of businesses are looking to attract customers that do go to Google and do look.
Mm-hmm.
And by appearing on the top with a search ad, they're there almost instantly. It also has created a level playing field where if today you're opening a small or medium-sized business where you're competing against multinational brands, you have the opportunity to appear in the same spot that a big national brand would appear.
That's great. I mean, thank you, Alan. SME is truly, it seems to be a game changer for businesses that are seeking immediate visibility and they're seeking immediate results. Listeners, remember that digital marketing isn't just about visibility, it's really about being found by the right audience at the right time. So invest in strategies that align with your goals and customer needs. Next, we'll discuss how businesses can leverage organic strategies for long term success because while SEM delivers immediate results, SEO builds a foundation for long term success by enhancing visibility and the credibility on organic search. How does SEO work, Alan, and what makes it essential to a business's digital marketing strategy?
Yeah, so this is key, and I think the fact that you said long-term approach is really important. SEO is something that's organic, so it does take time. It's not instant. And the other reason you do want to work on the free or organic side is if you build your website and your whole online marketing strategy using the right tactics and the right strategy, you can ultimately come in the Google results without having to pay for it. So it starts with your website, really. And, there's a periodic table, you can Google it. There's a periodic table of elements that go into SEO. And so it really does start with the website. Is your website fast? Does it have good content? Is it user friendly where you've got the right user experience? So is it going to help people deliver what they're looking for in a quick and easy manner? Of course, Google wants the results that provide the searcher exactly what they're looking for. Again, it goes back to the right place, the right time with the right message.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you build the strategy of a website, and one of the key things with the website is fast. Google calls it core vitals today.
Mm-hmm.
And so they want a mobile experience that's really fast. A few years ago, they started mandating that your site speed had to be at a certain level for mobile as they knew people were transitioning to mobile. We all have mobile phones today, and we all do a lot of searching from mobile phones. So they want a website that resonates well on a handheld device. And as such, it has to load quickly. But beyond the load speed, it's got to have the right content and the right amount of content that's going to be helpful. And then other things that Google does find useful are things like videos, informative information, which can be pictures, they can be infographics, as well as written content. Google spiders can easily go through a website and determine what's being written. And of course, the easiest thing to do is just throw it into a chatbot and have the chatbot write it. But Google knows if you're strictly using a chatbot. So the information has to be really good quality
Mm-hmm.
written information. And then the other thing, if you think of the best organic site on all of the internet, I would venture to say it's Wikipedia. And the reason Wikipedia is so, comes up for so many responses is it's all internally linked.
Mm-hmm.
So Wikipedia goes from article to article internally. And so by having those internal links to your own site pages, and then the last piece, and we refer to it as fuel, is external links. But the external links have to be good quality, relevant links. So you want things that are local, you want things that are authoritative. And by having those authoritative links back to your website, you've got the opportunity to help your website rank higher. And when you do link building, it should be the keyword that you're looking for. So, for example, if you were looking for someone that delivers soil, you would want the keyword soil delivery and ideally come from something that's agricultural related or authoritative.
Right. Oh, that's amazing. And it's such a valuable perspective, Alan. SEO does create lasting benefits, helping businesses establish authority and that trust element online. But what are some practical SEO tips for small businesses that are looking to improve their organic rankings?
Yeah, pleasure to help people with this one. I would say the table stakes or the first step would be to create a Google business profile. We as consumers refer to it as Google Maps, but there's a profile. And to do the profile correctly, you need to fill out the entire profile. It should have pictures, it should have videos, it should have relevant content within there explaining who you are and what you do and information about your business. And then on top of that, you want to make sure that you've got the right location and that you verify this business listing. There's also other business listings that are important. Bing has them. And there's a variety of other business directory sites that we also like our clients to sign up for, or as an agency, we do all the back work and sign up for. But by all means, as an owner of a small or medium-sized enterprise, you can do all this work and win in that local area. The challenge is there's only 3 listings right now on a Google business profile that shows up in the map listings. So ultimately, you need your map listing to get optimized. And the way to do that is make sure you build it out correctly and build out a full list of product services and then regularly add updates on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis. And then the last piece, and this is really important because social proof is a beneficial way for a business to acquire new customers. And the way to do it best is to get positive reviews. Ask your customers to share their experience. Now, the one thing I will tell you is there is no good marketing recipe for bad service. So ultimately, if you don't offer a quality product or service, it doesn't matter how much money you spend on marketing or how much time you spend trying to get to the top. Ultimately, we believe your business will fail. So we try to align ourselves with companies that offer good quality products and services, and then we help them get to the top of Google, both from an SEM and an SEO perspective. And that's a winning strategy and has been for the past dozen years.
Wow. I mean, thank you for those actionable tips, Alyn. I mean, SEO may take time, but from what we understand is that the long-term rewards are well worth the effort that we need to put in. Up next, Alan will explore the role of branding through display and social media ads, because in such a crowded digital space, building a strong brand identity is critical for standing out and effectively engaging your target audience. So Alan, explain us, why are display ads and the video content important for online branding, and how can businesses use them efficiently?
Yeah, it's the best time ever to be a small or medium-sized business, in my opinion, because with the power of the phone, you can create videos that are inexpensive yet could have good quality content that will resonate with your potential audience. And then you can use different platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, which are the Meta properties. TikTok would be another one, X, formerly Twitter. And you can put your message out there and you can market back to people. The other reason I like videos for marketing as well as display ads. So display are the ads, just so that everyone understands. When you're reading an article and you see what's called a medium rectangle, formerly known as a banner ad, that are sometimes at the top of a website, it's branding. The best way, in my opinion, to do it is to hone in on the potential audience that you're trying to target. So if you know that you're only looking for females that are 20 to 30 years old, you can define that target, and only in this marketplace, and you can define that target. You can go down to the postal code level. So you can really get geo-specific if you're a small business. Larger businesses can target larger geographic areas. We've used display for every vertical we've worked with and have helped condo developers sell condo units, law firms sell legal services. It is upper funnel though. And when I say upper funnel, Google search is at that I need this now or I need this soon. It's the bottom of the funnel. But how do you win that bottom of the funnel? Well, by doing display ads, by doing videos. If you have that holistic approach where I'm going to put a portion of my marketing budget to display, you build brand. And the way we like to do it, and the way I encourage other small, medium, and large size businesses to do it, is to do what's called retargeting. So one of the tactics should be retargeting. And that means people that visit your website, irrespective if they got there from a Google ad or SEO reasons, once they go to your website, they get hit with a cookie or an anonymous identifier. And then later, when they run through their daily routine online, irrespective if it's going to Instagram or if it's going to read an article on an online paper or publication, the ad could appear there. And then it creates this big brand impression that previously was really only reserved for large multinational and national companies. And today, small, medium-sized businesses have the ability to easily play in that same space.
Those are excellent points, Alyn. I mean, display ads and videos, you're right, they are the powerful tools for creating the memorable brand experiences that resonate with the audiences that people are targeting. But how can small businesses with limited budgets make the most out of display ads and the social media campaigns?
Yeah. So, firstly, social media campaigns outside of the time from an organic perspective really don't cost anything if you want to just naturally create content. It's something we do as an agency for our clients where we routinely put information into the internet. And by doing that, it also helps with your SEO. You can also, with a small budget, do an ads campaign or boost posts. Those are one opportunity. On a limited budget, like I previously mentioned, you could do something like retargeting from a display perspective. And so people that have already been to your website, they're in that consideration phase, can get retargeted back to, or you can do a display, a tightly focused display campaign. The other thing is, and it's really hard to figure out, and we've had clients come to us where it's like, we want this to go viral, we want this to take off. It's really hard to do that because those things, those Oreo moments that happen in Super Bowls, they happen organically, but you can't plan for them. So you can never just say, we're gonna make this big thing happen. So what you have to do is continuously put natural and organic information in. And if you're providing your fans and followers with useful content about who you are and what you do and show your personality, these platforms are great and they're free.
Thank you, Alyn. It's clear that strategic branding and the efforts that leads to strategic branding, it can deliver big results. And even if small businesses, they have smaller budgets. Listeners, staying competitive means keeping up with the trends. So really explore the strategies and make your business stand out, whether it's SEM, SEO, or social media branding. After the break, we'll look at how AI is shaping the future of digital marketing and what businesses should know.
Hey, you think you know UPS? Yeah, that's us. Everybody knows that. You know what you didn't know? This. Okay, try to keep up. Ocean, us. Ground, rail, air, so us. Guess who? Us. Customs cleared, borders cleared, done. Us. Still with me? Wait for it. Boom. Us. Intelligent, automated, fulfillment. Us. Yep. Healthcare too. Digital your thing? Yeah. Well, book it, ship it, track it. You feeling me yet? Yep. That's all us. That's all UPS.
Four billion people check their email every day. That's 4 billion missed opportunities if your message doesn't make it. To reach your customer's inbox, you need a winning strategy. And Constant Contact delivers. Literally, over 97% deliverability. Elevate your email game with easy-to-use templates, writing assistants powered by AI, and in-depth metrics. Ensuring your email is flawless, delivered, and read. Constant Contact delivers. Give it a try.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, we're in the business of you.
We're here to help you plug in,
connect, and recharge.
make an impression,
and meet with confidence.
With 19 brands built for business,
your business gets even more rewarding.
With an award-winning loyalty program at 6,000 IHG hotels and resorts worldwide.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's continue our conversation with Alyn Glazerman about exciting opportunities and possibilities that AI brings to the world of marketing. Let's proceed with our next topic, which is about the evolving impact of AI on digital marketing, because AI is revolutionizing businesses and digital marketing is no exception. Alyn, how is AI influencing digital marketing today, and what opportunities does it create for small businesses?
Yeah, I think this is let's call it the 3.0. This is a game changer. And the reason it's a game changer is you can do so much today with less time by using chatbots, such as ChatGPT, for example, one that we're familiar with. Google's got Gemini, and it can help you create some of this content, at least if you're not just using it, which you shouldn't, just to create all the content. It can give you an outline, and then from there you can shape and remold that content. So there's a big opportunity right there. The other thing is, as time goes on, I believe that we're going to start to evolve where search engines are still going to be important, but people that want to find the best, or they want to find 20, or they want to find, the best recommended, or perhaps they're planning a vacation and they want, a full itinerary, or they want to build an agenda. AI can do that. And AI, I believe, chatbots like ChatGPT and Gemini eventually will have ads. In the meantime, it appears, based on what we're seeing, that they're basing their results today on content. So if you're writing blog content, for example, the chatbots are going through your website and they're determining how you should be positioned in their responses based on the information that's in your website. And that's why SEO is such a core and vital part of marketing any business. And SEO doesn't have to cost a business anything. They can do it on their own if they are willing to take the time and effort to write blog posts, create videos, make sure their website's done properly. Those type of initiatives ultimately are going to get you the results that will drive new business without a major investment.
That's a very compelling insight, Alyn. I mean, AI is enabling businesses to personalize their strategies and make data-driven decisions like never before. Listeners, technology is a tool, but your vision is a driving force. So use AI and digital strategies to amplify your message and achieve your business goals. Now let's discuss your inspiring entrepreneurial journey and the story behind Growth Engine Media. Because Alyn, we know that talking to so many different entrepreneurs on a daily basis, we know that every entrepreneur or every successful business leader, they have their unique journeys that shapes their approach to innovation and growth. What inspired you to, transition from traditional advertising to digital marketing and eventually building the Growth Engine Media?
Great. Well, we could start back to my career in marketing, providing coupon books for students at universities across Canada with Student Saver. So that was sort of step one, to realize that you could build an advertising business and scale it across the country. Step two was when CTV hired me to sell TV ads. Step three was after relocating from Winnipeg, where I'm born and raised, to Toronto 23 years ago. It became clear when I got my next personal video recorder / television box, when I hit pause on a live game and realized that I could easily fast forward through the commercials, I realized my career selling TV ads was not going to make it through a career, and that I still had enough working years that I better switch. And I read a book many moons ago called Who Moved My Cheese? And I could see the cheese was going to be moved. So I either had to get in front of it or I was going to get left behind. And what ended up happening shortly thereafter is I found a company called Reach Local. Reach Local was the first company that could easily allow small, medium-sized businesses the ability to use Google, Yahoo, and Bing, at the time called MSN, all in one platform. So if you were a local dentist or plumber or law office, you could use this one platform. And over time, they were watching the shift from these yellow page books to search engines like Google and Yahoo and Bing. And this one platform enabled them to do it without having to spend too much time or money. And so I was fortunate enough to convince that company to let me bring them to Canada. And we came to Toronto and hired 30 people and built a really big business. On top of that, the business had scaled all across America, Australia, and eventually through Europe and beyond. And what ended up happening is that company went public on the NASDAQ. And I realized I was working a lot of hours, satisfying a lot of different stakeholders. And ultimately, it wasn't scratching the itch that I had as an entrepreneur. And ultimately, I was sort of a middle manager and a sales professional. And I really wanted to go back to having my own business as I had in the coupon world, where ultimately it was myself and a business partner, and we could make decisions quickly and easily and move forward, working within a big business, which, when I started, it wasn't as big of a business. And eventually it grew into a really big business.
Mm-hmm.
So what ended up happening from there is a lot of my customers kept telling me that they buy me, that they're not buying the technology, that it's important that they get the results, but it's not the platform they're buying. It's the person that's behind the platform. And then shortly after that, I attended a Google seminar where they showed how you could sort of manage your own Google Ads campaigns. And I found somebody that had experience with data and Google Ads and sort of put all these things together and started my own business. And we're going into our 13th year in January. Really haven't looked back. But I will say one thing, and it's been the cornerstone of Growth Engine.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of your customers. It's just like any small, medium-sized business. You take care of your customers and the magic will just happen. Right. So you either have the best products, the best service, the best customer service. If you can get the results, if you can deliver on your promise, you got a shot at winning. There's no guarantee, but at least it gave us a shot. So what we did was we started this business by putting the best efforts forward. And ultimately, we started delivering great results for our clients, and we still have many of them today.
That is amazing. I love the inspiration and motivation behind you finding your own platform. Then the work that you're doing is great, educating people, getting people to understand that shift which is required now, which is great, Alyn. And thank you for sharing your journey with us. It's incredible how your journey, it reflects resilience, it reflects adaptability, and a deep understanding of the market and how to stay relevant. Alyn, before we let you go and before we wrap up, do you have a final piece of advice for our listeners who want to thrive in today's digital marketing landscape?
Yeah, I think the reality is you have to try, test. There's no right answer necessarily. I mean, it has to be good quality content. You have to be providing useful information. But if you don't do it and you don't start and you don't try, the person that sits there and says, I'm going to write a blog, I just need that right article to be perfect first. Don't look for perfection. Get content. You can always revise. That's the beauty of digital. You can always update. You can always edit. But make that first video, make that first podcast, make that first blog post, get it out there, set up your social media channels. If you don't have a big budget, take a small budget, see what you can get, scale it. We have clients that spend literally over $1 million a day, $1 million, a month. Can we redo that question?
Yeah, of course. I'll do it in 3, 2, and 1. Now, Alyn, before we wrap up, do you have a final piece of advice for our listeners who want to thrive in today's digital marketing landscape?
Yes, I do. They need to start. They need to take small steps. They need to stop trying to achieve perfection. And what I mean by that is they should build that website that they've been thinking of doing, put out that first blog, put out that first podcast, get the information out there, provide their prospective clients with good, useful information. Don't seek perfection. Seek the ability to try, test, and revise. And, my experience at owning a small agency is we have clients that started with small budgets and today spend over $1 million a year putting out ad campaigns because they tried with a little, they got results. So they added to it. The idea, I believe, of marketing a business is scaling. So, you need something to start with. Get that website. There's tools out there. You can build a free website. You don't have to be a coder today. That's the beauty of digital today. The one person that I look to sometimes for inspiration, and I would encourage your viewers to also take a look at, Gary Vaynerchuk. He's been preaching his marketing tactics, which aren't so different from ours. And a big part of it is just getting the content out there. Don't seek perfection. I mean, you want to seek perfection, but you don't have to achieve perfection.
Now, Alyn, before we wrap up and let you go, do you have a final piece of advice for our listeners who want to thrive in today's digital marketing landscape?
Yes. I think the key thing is trying it. And by trying it, I mean, if you're a business without a website, try to build a website. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it may never be perfect, but it has to be there. And once it's there, you can always, with digital, enhance, correct, and improve. And so have a website, have a blog on your website, figure out how to get your Google business profile better, take steps, create a podcast, try to attend seminars and post it on your own social media. Some businesses still don't have social media. Put it out there, try it, test it, start a small campaign with a limited budget, see what kind of results you can get. And ultimately, what you might find is you can scale these activities. And some of our most successful advertisers today started with small budgets. And one I'm thinking of now spends over $1 million a year annually. And that's a small fraction of what they started with, a small fraction of that. And today they're advertising with over $1 million just on Google. The reason they're doing it is because they got the results, because they started with one and then they multiplied the effect. So the key is to try it. And the one person that I have referred to from time to time and I had the pleasure actually just being in Toronto and attending a seminar, is Gary Vaynerchuk. And he's been constantly promoting the same things. Get it out there. It's not too late. You're not too old. Now's the time. But if you seek only putting the perfect thing out there, then you're going to miss the opportunity. So get it out there, get the feedback, improve it, and try again.
That is golden piece of advice. Thank you so much, Alyn, for joining us and for sharing your insights and your expertise with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Today's episode with Alyn Glazerman provided invaluable insights into SEM, SEO, branding, and the evolving role of AI in digital marketing. A special thanks to Alyn for sharing his journey and expertise, and to our sponsors, RBC, UPS, Constant Contact, IAG, and Google for supporting this podcast. For more expert insights and inspiring stories, please visit CanadianSME.ca and subscribe to the Canadian SME Small Business Magazine. Until next time, this is Maheen signing off. Please stay innovative, stay informed, and keep thriving. Till then, we'll see you in the next episode.